It's so much easier to just walk up to a girl and just ask if you can join them, have a drink with them. So today is my last full day here in Pattaya, which kind of sucks. So I've had a great time here. As always, it's always good to come down here, see all my friends. I've got a whole bunch of friends here that I love to come down, catch up with. But I am kind of looking forward to getting back to Bangkok. It's been over a week now since I was home. I'm kind of getting sick of living out of a bag, but I just miss Bangkok. It's such a great city. So I've been really fortunate to make great friends everywhere I go, all over the world actually. And I often get asked how I meet all these people and how I'm able to make friends everywhere I go. I'm always encouraging people to solo travel at any age as well. I had a guy email me or message me this morning saying he wants to do solo travel but is in his 50s and not sure about it. And I'm like, dude, do it. You need to go for it. Don't be afraid to solo travel. It's actually really easy. It's surprisingly easy to meet people, especially if you come to a place like Thailand. So for me, there's several ways that I've met a lot of my friends, and you can start with one of the easiest is to meet people online. So I download Tinder and I've used Tinder, and you don't just need to use Tinder only for dating. You can just put on your profile that you're just looking for friends, and you'll find other people that are also looking just for friends. Or I've found going to different countries. When I was in Japan and in Korea, I met people off Tinder, and they just wanted to, they're proud of their country and they wanted to show me around and they wanted to show me a bit of their culture. So I've had amazing experiences from doing that, and a lot of those people are still good friends of mine to this day. My most recent relationship, Kay, I actually met her out on Khao San Road. She was just sitting in a bar with a friend, and I saw her. I was just incredibly attracted to her, so I just went up to her and said hi and asked if I could join their table. So here, it's so much easier to just walk up to, like, especially if it's a guy walking up to a girl, it's so much easier to just walk up to a girl and just ask if you can join them, have a drink with them. You'll be surprised at how often everyone just says, yeah, of course you can join me. Especially if you're alone, I find people here, they're just so welcoming. If you just went up to a table and asked them, can I join you? They'd be like, yes, please join us, and you'll start a conversation that way. I find it very easy to meet people in bars, and here in Thailand, it's common for people to go to bars by themselves, so you don't need to be feel awkward or weird about it. It's totally cool, and I think when you do go to these bars, go to normal bars. It's if you go to the girly bars or whatever, if you're in Thailand as an example, I find you can still make friends with the girls working there, but I find that's more of a transactional thing and it's harder to make actual friends. So go into the normal bars and just strike up a conversation with someone. So I get that not everyone is totally outgoing and comfortable and confident enough to just walk up to someone and start a conversation. And if that's you and you find it hard to do that, then what I recommend doing is go to a bar that has either a dartboard or a pool table or something like that. Put your name on the list and you play the next person, and then you've got someone to talk to straight off the bat. It's also really easy to just walk up to someone in that bar and offer them, would you like to have a game of pool with me? Would you like to play darts? And that's just an easy icebreaker and a way to start a conversation. So I know the idea of going into a bar by yourself may seem a little weird, and for me, the first time I did it, I was a little uncomfortable and a little weirded out by it. You just end up meeting so many different people in those situations. I find you often have better experiences when you go out alone. So I was actually planning to go around to Soi 8 for lunch today, but I found this cool looking new ramen bar that's just opened up. So I think I'm gonna try here. This is super funky, and this ramen is really good, and it was a reasonable price too. I think it was only 80 baht, which is good because a lot of the Japanese restaurants here, they're all really expensive, but 80 baht is awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat this. Bye. So I wasn't actually going to do like a reaction to me eating the food because I feel like I've been doing that in all my videos lately, but that was so good. You have to come to this place and try it. It's awesome. Thank you. Oh man, that place was awesome. If you're in Pattaya, come check it out. It's right near that big yellow thing. Really good. This is not a paid promotion, but great ramen place. If you want to sponsor me, hit me up. Unfortunately, it's not much of a day today. I was really hoping to spend my last day lying on the beach in the sun and swimming, but you can see it's kind of overcast and crappy weather. It's windy, so the water doesn't look very nice. It's a bummer. It's super random. There's an Australian flag in the middle of this beach. Okay. So look, it can definitely be harder in some countries more than others. I'll use Japan as an example. I've been to Japan a few times and I found it harder to interact with locals there. I did every time, I still managed to meet people. It was just harder because of the language barrier, or what I thought was the language barrier. So as a generalization, Japanese people are quite reserved and they're more shy about speaking English if they don't think they're going to do it perfectly. So I met a girl in Japan. We actually met on Tinder and we hung out quite a few times. So the first time I hung out with her, I remember thinking, oh God, her English is no good. And I speak no Japanese, and I'm like, this is going to be a real challenge. And then over the next few days of hanging out with her, I started to realize she actually had really good English. And then on one of the last days we were hanging out, I told her, I was like, your English is actually amazing. But at the beginning, I thought you couldn't speak English well at all. And she just explained that she was shy and didn't want to make mistakes. They don't want to mess up or make a fool of themselves. But I think most of you watching this channel are more interested in Southeast Asia. And here you don't have those issues, I find, especially if you're in an area with tourism. So as an example, here in Pattaya, everyone speaks great English. So I never struggle with language barrier issues here. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to swim at the beach and hang out in the sun today, but I might. Oh, for fuck's sake. I might get to enjoy the sunset a little bit, so cheers. Well, the sunset wasn't overly impressive, but it was good enough. I'll take it. There's nowhere else I'd rather be right now, so. Good ending to a great week that I've had by the beach. As I mentioned, back to Bangkok tomorrow. If you're not here in Thailand or traveling somewhere at the moment, go. Make plans, even if it's by yourself. As I mentioned all day today, you might come alone, but you won't stay alone. Enjoy. See you tomorrow, guys. Let me in.